What is up, guys? It's your boy Arzen back again with another video. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. I know I am. Today, you guys read the title. You guys are excited. Maybe it's just me. We got the official Hot Toys.
Whatever Fetter's paying you, we'll match. And all you've got to do is stay put and let things play out.
Cad Bane review. I have no Hot Toys. I own no Hot Toys. I bought one. I bought the Cad Bane one, which was sold out. I bought it secondhand, but like not secondhand. Like I know a guy who collects them, and I was like, and he like didn't even open it. So here we go. I'm excited. This is the Book of Boba Fett one, not the Clone Wars animated version. So let's just crack this thing open with the scissors. Woo-hoo-hoo. Here it is. Let's take a look at this box art, man. Of course, we got the bigger Cad Bane. I mean, I've watched a lot of Hot Toys reviews, and if you do as well, this is pretty typical boxing. More Cad Bane box art right here. I am very excited. I already, there's no tape on the back, because like I said, I bought this secondhand. He opened it and then closed it back up. Like, I personally know this guy. So, here we are. I'm extremely excited. So, without further ado, we're cracking it open. More pretty sick little Cad Bane art here. And here we are. Wow. Okay, so here's what it's looking like right now. Obviously, everything's nice and sealed up. What I want to do is I want to go over the accessories one by one. All right, guys. So first up, obviously, I wanted to go over the main, what I would call one of the main accessories. Cad Bane's dual LL30 blaster pistols. So here's what we got right now. It's super detailed. I'm loving it. Can't really pick it up on camera as much because I'm running 0.5 because I have a very delicate little operation going on here. But there's a bunch of like deep metal details. Has a nice little, I guess, plastic sound to it. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, looking pretty solid. Obviously, both of them are the same, so I'm only going to really show one. Nice little barrel. Should fit well in his hand. We're going to obviously put that in hand, test out a couple different poses a little bit later. But yeah, they're looking pretty good. I mean, this is pretty screen accurate. This is actually exactly screen accurate. And I honestly couldn't be happier with these. I think they're pretty sweet looking. Alrighty, next we have the two sets of hands. We have the open hand blaster pistol holding fingers. One thing that does kind of surprise me, because obviously I wasn't looking too close at Cad Bane's fingers in the Book of Boba Fett, is that in the Clone Wars animation, if you remember, Cad Bane has very blunt, like cut off kind of fingers at the end. But they look a lot more similar to human fingers, which I thought was interesting, but obviously, like I said, screen accurate, so I'm not really too worried about it. It's not a huge nitpick or anything. Super detailed. There is no fingerprinting on these, which is rare for Hot Toys. So, I mean, I'm not, like, surprised. But there's great detail on these gloves. The paint job's really good. Kind of like, as you turn it, you can kind of see, like, different highlights as you move it. Let's actually toss one of the blaster pistols in hand. Let's put this right here. Oh, I see. He has his blaster hand. Okay. So this actually is not a blaster holding hand, but let's just throw it in there anyway. Not squeeze it in there too hard, but just to kind of get the show going on a little bit. Here's sort of what it looks like. You know, obviously this isn't the right hand for it, but you know, looking pretty good. I like the little pose, kind of a natural looking like hand pose, I guess. Next, obviously, we have the fist. Pretty cool. I would use this for the flamethrower attachment. Like he's like holding his fist, like the flames are shooting out of like his little, I guess, you know, arm, whatever. Same paint job. Pretty nice looking. Pretty good joints. And yeah, obviously can't complain. Not even a little bit. Looking pretty good. Next up, we are going to go to the faces. Alrighty. So here are the two other faces that we get besides like the normal one. We have the angry, yelling flamethrower, that's what I'm calling it, Cad Bane. And we have the more, I guess, pissed off version, Cad Bane. Obviously, in case you guys are wondering, no articulated eyeballs because, you know, he doesn't really have like you know, no matter what direction he's looking at you this way, it doesn't really matter because he's not pupils. So obviously that doesn't really matter. Skin, like wrinkles and whatnot, are really nice. Like I said, the quality isn't as good because I'm at 0.5 because I got a really weird recording setup going on right now. But yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good. Like I said, can't really move these eyeballs. There's no reason to anyways. But kind of like a good texture here. Kind of feels, I guess, like rough. You know what I mean? Like how you kind of expect it. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. I'm quite excited to show you guys the flame piece. I'm looking at it right now. It is very beautiful. You know what I mean? All right, this is what I would call the main attraction to this. Look at this flame piece. I mean, it's hollow and it's like kind of a squishier plastic, but it is super like just cool looking, detailed, nice and like I guess spiky. Like it looks like real flames. I like the gradient between the blue, the orange, and the red, or I guess darker orange. This is sweet. I mean, this is gonna look so cool when I got our boy all posed up. I'll throw him in a couple different poses. I'm not really good at posing like Hot Toys or really any of my collectibles in general. If you guys have seen my videos, then my other videos, then you'll know that this isn't really my strong suit. But I'm gonna pop out the rest of the figure and we're gonna get it going. All right, guys. I'm sure we all missed my beautiful face, but that's not the face we want to see. We are taking out the Cad Bane figure right now. I just realized that one of his hands came off. Here we are. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let me move the feet. I think I just dropped one of the guns. I did. Sorry about that. Here's what we got. Let's peep the articulation here. Solid foot articulation for having like a higher boot like this. I'm pretty enjoying this right now. Cad hat. Let's take a little look at this hat. It's a little felt thing. It's not the most detailed thing in the world. I'm not gonna lie. It's his hat. The most iconic part of Cad Bane. The material's nice, but I mean, there's not really too much you can expect from this. This is his hat. But like I said, overall, with the figure, here he is. Looking very nice, has the little breathing like modulators in here, which you can remove. That's neat. Comes in like his little backpack. Fun fact for any of you guys that didn't know this, it's not because he can't breathe, it's so he can breathe if he's getting force choked, which is something that might have happened a couple times. But let's really look at this. You can remove his shirt to reveal another shirt. If you want to take off his jacket, if things are getting a little serious, I guess that's just the time to do that. Pretty nice, like, I guess, yeah, trench coat. Really neat. Obviously, like, under this, it's not, there's no details. It's just black, which is okay. I'm looking at this, there's nothing for you guys to see. However, like I said, articulation here, really cool, really nice. Like I said, the arms, articulation here is pretty good. Let's throw one of the blaster pistols in here. All right. Here we go right now with the little pistol in hand. I think it's looking pretty nice. I think this is a sweet figure. Like I said, this is probably, unless you guys really want me to buy more, gonna be my first and last Hot Toys. I'm 17 years old. This broke my bank account. But Cad Bane is my favorite bounty hunter of all time. You can't tell me otherwise. He is literally the GOAT. I love Cad Bane. So in my eyes and in my heart, this was very worth it. Let's get into the meat and potatoes here. I'm just joking, as if we already didn't. Here's our little posing thing. It's gonna be the usual. Like I said, if you are aware of any like Hot Toys, this is the huge. This obviously is a little poser thing to go up his butt. But this is the usual like sand style one that you might get with, I don't know, anybody that is Tatooine related. Now, Cad Bane isn't really Tatooine related at all, but I guess he is in the Book of Boba Fett. So if that's something that you really care about, that's all for you, man. I am having a little bit of trouble. There we go. Here's the little poser thing. Sorry, Cad. How's this fitting up there, man? It's the typical sand one, you know. And guys, I do apologize if this isn't the best review you've ever seen. I don't make review videos. I'm not good at this. This is not my type of thing. All right, here we go. He ain't falling over now. So let's just get like a better close-up type of deal. We're gonna try and throw him in a couple poses. Here's the base I was talking about. It's the typical little Hot Toys like sand base. I know exactly the kind of pose that I want to put him in. So I think that's what I'm gonna go for. And I'll show you guys when I do that. Okay guys, so I'm getting it set up right now, the little pose that I wanna do. But I just want to show you guys a little bit more details that I was appreciating. First of all, this belt, excuse me. This, absolutely fire. Comes with both holsters on the sides. I only have one in right now. The cape is very nice, good material. I mean, this is what you would probably feel on like, I don't know, a real cape. The little ammunitions or whatever these are on the boots, very nice. The details on the boots are extremely nice. Little metal tip detail, which actually has a little bit of weathering. I also want to appreciate the tread. Look how intricate this tread is. Look at that. I mean, really, that is insane. They did not have to do that. They could have just done a couple lines and I would not have noticed. So that is amazing attention to detail. I also want to, like I said, appreciate these little wrist launchers with the tubes feeding in. Absolutely amazing. I love them very much. They're super detailed. Like I said, you could tell like there's like a little bit of like dirt and weathering and stuff like that. It's super nice. Once again, the flame piece, look at that intricate detail. And look at how easily it slides into that to where it really looks like it's, you know, actually coming out of his, like a little wrist launcher. It also has like the little ID chip or whatever, and the little comms and all these things. These, I think these are just more munitions. Okay, here he is fully posed up. This took me a lot longer because I've never done this before. I kind of took inspiration from this other pose I saw on Instagram. It's not the exact same at all because it didn't use the flamethrower and it didn't have the gun up by his head. But this is pretty close. Had him jumping in the air with the leg posing. Obviously some inspiration from that. And yeah, here he is. Let me know in the comment section if you guys like the pose. I'd like you guys to know that review videos are not my strong suit, in case you guys can't tell. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, my name is Arzan. Hoping that you guys have a phenomenal day. And I will see you guys next time.